Everybody, encoding overload. Lava Captain 2000 here. Welcome back to another episode of Triangle Strategy. I am the devil on King Serenoa Wolfort's shoulder as he guides his kingdom of Glenbrook to the new age of Norzelian history. In the last episode, we usurped the throne from our own ally and half-brother Roland as a behest of one Benedict Pascal, or Pascal, whatever the heck you want to pronounce it. In this episode, we begin negotiations with Gustadolf and kick off the Liberty Endgame. Let's go.
King Serenoa invites Archduke Gustadolf to Glenbrook in hopes of securing an alliance with the duchy.
Let's hope Benedict can pull his weight.
Gustadolf accepts the secret invitation and makes his way to Whiteholm Castle.
All right.
However, the salt crystal deposits uncovered in the Grand Norzelian mines are currently in the hands of Serenoa.
Not for much longer. Once we get rid of the source, the duchy can have them.
Between the two great rulers comes with equally great risk.
I would rather split the world in half and give them the mines and us the source. Chapter 18, Harden Thy Heart.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Benedict?
Oh, what the hell?
It is as I said. The Kingdom of Glenbrook will cease all business with the Norzelia Consortium.
Oh, what?
The related parties should leave Glenbrook immediately, and any assets remaining shall be seized by the Kingdom.
This is madness. Not only will you cut your ties with Hyzant, but the Consortium as well? How do you intend to get your salt now?
You needn't worry about that.
That's right. As long as we establish trade relations with the duchy, we should be fine and have no need for trade.
So it's true. Glenbrook has mined salt crystals from deep beneath the earth.
It is no business of the Consortium's.
Sorry.
You dare slight us after all we've done for Norzelia? The post-war accord said that someone must ensure the fair distribution of salt, and so we did.
No, you didn't.
And we appreciate all your efforts. However, King Serenoa has no need for the Consortium in Glenbrook.
The nerve of you people. Hyzant will never forgive such insolence.
No, but you... And neither will you.
Save your tears for the long road back home. The Consortium was only ever good for lining its own pockets, which is far from fair, as I
Yeah,
see.
I'm with Benedict on that.
I see now. House Wolfort wishes to see the Consortium eliminated in its entirety.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but it might be decent.
In that case,
change.
I will return to Hyzant as you said and report this outrage.
Bye, Claris.
Was it right to provoke him? Claris may use his underground connections to stop us.
Oh, true.
That was my intention. He will now bring disorder to Hyzant's unity. More importantly, the new Norzelia truly has no need for the Consortium and its control over salt's distribution.
The new Norzelia.
The world King Serenoa would rule. I have formulated a plan to bring about that new age. But first, our negotiations with Gustadolf must succeed.
Sir, Archduke Gustadolf's ship will be arriving any minute now.
Good.
Thank you. The outcome of our negotiations hinges on King Serenoa's decision.
You know what? Benedict's much better
I
at this
must speak
than
with him. Alone.
Patriot was. Hello, Anna. Bye, Anna.
The Archduke will be here shortly.
Thank you. Our future rests on these negotiations, doesn't it?
Have you read The Power of Salt?
Oh, shoot. Dragan's book.
I have. Lord Dragan gave it to us before he died. It contains all he gleaned in his research on salt. I thought it might give us a clue as to how we can convince Archduke Gustadolf to aid us. I understand now just how much...
Indeed, it is not merely a seasoning for food.
Nope.
We have control over the salt crystal veins. We can use this to our advantage during negotiations.
Indeed.
But this is Gustadolf we're dealing with. Pressure and intimidation will only cause him to bare his fangs. Negotiate poorly, and we will end up swallowed by the duchy in the name of Gustadolf's freedom. What do you think we should do, Benedict?
Before I answer, I would know one thing. Is it your desire to monopolize the...
I have no desire to do so. That would make us no different than Hyzant. And seeing as Gustadolf sought to break the Holy State's monopoly, I doubt he would ally with us.
But we will merely be used as pawns, should we give him the salt crystals.
I have no intention of doing that either. Lord Dragan's answers shall guide us. I will use the salt to bring about a free and prosperous Norzelia, greater even than Gustadolf could. If I can prove that to him, I am certain he would join our cause.
Precisely. You prove time and again you are worthy to stand atop the summit of Norzelia. I have a befitting strategy in mind.
Let's hope you can pull this off, Benedict.
Lord Serenoa, would you allow me to negotiate with the Archduke?
Very well. We must have him on our side.
Better safe than
And
sorry.
we shall.
Yeah, I have no intention of monopolizing the salt crystals. I just want to make sure there's enough salt for everyone. Well, Serenoa wants to. I hope he does anyway. Here comes Gustadolf! The battle icon pops up. Ah, shit. That went well. Roll in, come back. Woo! We've been waiting for this.
Most intriguing. You once refused to bend the knee to me at this very spot, and now seek an alliance as King of Glenbrook.
That is true.
I could not have foreseen this moment either back then.
Yeah, everybody else in that room was dead save for Cordelia. Like, if you don't count my entourage with me, out of everybody in that room, Avlora's dead, Maxwell's alive, King Regna's dead, Franny's dead, Roland's disappeared, Cordelia's the only confirmed living person, and technically if you don't recruit him, Maxwell never comes back. So, yeah, these are the three holdouts from that meeting way back in Chapter 6.
Nor that you would have your own cousin slain after discovering the salt crystal veins.
I hope you aren't expecting an apology. Have we not usurped the same throne?
I have not asked you here to discuss the past, but the future. I am certain you understand that taking on Hyzant alone is a fool's errand. We must unite if we are to stand a chance.
And you expect me to believe that one of the Saintly Seven wishes to defeat the Holy State itself?
We must prevent Hyzant from gaining complete control over Salt and consequently Norzelia. I even parted from a dear friend over it.
I didn't know they changed his title. King of Glenbrook, Serenoa Wolford, a successor to the throne of Glenbrook, possessed of both royal blood and signet, he takes the vacant throne left behind by Roland.
I see. I have no objections to overthrowing Hyzant.
Then let us begin the negotiations.
Silence. I am here to speak with King Serenoa, not his servant.
I have given Benedict full rights to be here. Consider his words my own.
So the bird did not break free after all. His vassal opened the cage door. Very well then. But allow me to make this clear.
I mean, to be fair, TBF, Benedict and Gustadolf are two sides of the same coin. Serenoa will eventually hit ideological differences with Gustadolf, so that Benedict would be the only one in Glenbrook that could do this.
If you wish for an alliance, you will give me the salt crystal veins. They belong to Esfrost for having discovered them in the first place.
I would give them to them, but we take the source.
We cannot do that.
Then we have nothing to discuss.
Pray answer me this, Archduke. What do you intend to do with the salt?
People need salt to live, but here in Norzelia, it is owned entirely by Hyzant and the Consortium. Their high taxes make it nearly impossible for some to obtain. Once I defeat Hyzant, I will abolish both that abhorrent Consortium and its taxes, and allow free trade throughout the land. I would ensure that any who desire salt receive their fair share of it.
That would make you the only one with control over salt. It is no different than Hyzant now.
I do not covet riches like they do. Under my rule, the people would have salt. They would finally have freedom. This is the only future before us.
I beg to differ. We intend to make salt available to all. Anyone will be able to obtain as much as they like for a modest price.
You would put control of salt in the hands of the people? To what end?
To change the world with the potential residing within every grain of salt. For example, preserving foods with salt would make life and trade more prosperous than ever before. Using salt in leather and glass crafting could create newer and better goods. Farmers could give it to their livestock, and it could also be used in various medicines. It can even be used in explosives.
How do you know about that?
These are but a handful of examples. If we give the people access to salt, there is no telling how many other uses they may find. Norzelia will enter a golden age of prosperity, and her people will thrive like never before.
I did not take you for an idealist. I think we both know that the people lack the intelligence for innovation.
They just haven't been afforded the chance. But with the proper mechanisms in place, they can be taught. I have already started work on a plan to make salt available over the course of several years.
Do not underestimate the people's greed. It won't be long before they turn on their rulers, intoxicated by the power of salt.
But if salt's available to everybody, there wouldn't be a need for greed.
The very nation you sought to defeat feared the same, and sought to control them with their goddess's might.
Archduke Gustadolf, I do not fear a free people. I wish to lead them, but will fight if I must. That is why I took this throne. I believe anyone who wishes to rule the new Norzelia should be prepared to do the same.
Tell me this. How did you know salt possesses such potential?
And I would ask you in return, were you unaware of it yourself? It was all written in a book Lord Dragan gave us.
It is the result of his extensive research at the Esfrosti archives.
Dragan. You mean to say it was the knowledge of one of my own? Had I made him Prime Minister, our positions would be reversed.
Ooh, the big shocking reveal.
So this is my punishment for seeing him killed.
Indeed.
Very well. Consider me interested in the future House Wolffort sees for this world.
Good.
As the Archduke of Esfrost, I hereby swear my allegiance to you.
We did it! Good job, Benedict!
You have our thanks, Archduke Gustadolf.
Ex-Benedict just saved the world.
It is only a matter of time until Hyzant realizes what we are planning. Let us proceed to the War Council.
Lead the way.
Congratulations. I think those went really well.
Glenbrook and Esfrost have entered into an alliance. You and I are enemies no longer.
Mercifully, the war is over.
I am glad to hear it. Thank you for joining our cause.
Queen of Glenbrook, Frederica Esfrost, the eldest daughter of the Esfrost family and Serenoa's wife. Her Rosellan mother, Orlea, fled from the holy state of Hyzant during the Saltaran War. I love that they give her the moniker Queen of Glenbrook. That's so heartwarming.
Together, we will strike down Hyzant. For the Roselle as well.
The Roselle have a queen.
I am sure your mother would have been happy to hear it.
Indeed.
Frederica, Do you resent me for attacking House Wolfort?
Ooh, big question time.
I have come to an understanding of what you hoped to accomplish. Your duties as Archduke outweigh your personal desires.
Precisely. I have no regrets for what I've done.
Neither do I regret standing against you, or slaying Erica and Thalis. Not because I harbor personal grudges against any of you, but because my eyes must look not to the past,
To the future.
but to the future.
King Serenoa said the same earlier.
It's the motto of the new kingdom of Glenbrook. You know?
It should come as no surprise, Archduke Gustadolf. He and I walk the same path, hand in hand.
You've grown strong, Frederica.
Indeed she has, Gustadolf. And you know what? It feels nice to have Gustadolf assisting us. He's the only guy that we haven't had as an ally yet. Well, that and Svarog. Svarog didn't really do much for us. Alright, time for the battle. War Council. Oh, there we are!
The Kingdom of Glenbrook
Greenhouse.
and the Duchy of Esfrost enter an alliance. Their combined forces led by Serenoa. Together, they set out to strike down the holy state of Hyzant.
The March of 10,000 Soldiers.
Sensing their movements, the Desert Nation summons Exham soldiers home from their march on the Grand Norzelian mines to prepare for the arrival of the Allied forces.
Alright, so we have...
Though the walls around the holy state have kept it safe for many years, it is now up to Benedict to discern how best to penetrate the goddess's shield.
Alright, Benedict. Let's see if you can pull this one. Benedict is basically going to be doing so much here. Though the battle is yet to begin, Benedict has already made the first move against Hyzant.
Benedict, have you finalized our plan of attack against Hyzant?
I have. We shall shatter the goddess's shield with Esfrost's death knell.
There we
We can
go.
then storm the capital and take Hyzant. However, there is one problem that remains. Transporting, placing, and firing the weapon will take a considerable amount of time. So we must draw the Hyzantian army's attention away from the cannon until it is ready.
But they might confine themselves to their castle rather than come out and fight us.
We must draw them out. We cannot allow them the opportunity to calmly scout about.
Buying time against Minister Exham's forces won't be easy. The damage will be great, even if we do succeed. Esfrost cannot hope to triumph alone.
Which is why I have measures in place to ensure our victory.
Let's see what Benedict comes up with. This is just like every utility choice wrapped up into one.
Anna, did you send the letter like I asked?
Yes. I sent an unsigned message to Minister Tenebris. It included details of his and Sorslay's illicit salt trade and their profitable underground arena. I also added that we would report it to the Holy One, and enclosed a copy of the evidence I gathered.
Perfect. Tenebris will fear for his position and desperately look for any way to establish himself worthy of his seat.
Oh.
And what of Claris?
As predicted, he has returned to Hyzant.
Claris was master of the underground arena, and Tenebris his bookmaker. Now the merchant needs someone in his corner, and the saint needs a pawn. With nowhere left to go, the two will join forces and be the ones to throw Hyzant's strategy into disarray. They will do anything to defeat House Wolfort.
I see. We should be able to buy time against their improvised army, but there is no guarantee it will work.
Huh.
One last letter should be all the push that Tenebris needs.
Another letter?
Signed by Prince Roland, asking for his aid in destroying House Wolford, who
Oh.
stole his throne. It lays out a plan in which Prince Roland will attack us from behind with his own army, while we fight Tenebris in front.
What?
There is no reason for him to doubt it. I forged his handwriting and sealed it with the royal band.
Damn! Benedict committing war crimes!
But how?
His
I made
ring!
an imprint of his ring when I took it to fake his death. I thought it might come in handy someday.
Benedict.
Everyone knows of Prince Roland and King Serenoa's disagreement. If Tenebris thinks he has a chance of winning, he will take it. Even if the odds aren't in his favor.
I understand. But does King Serenoa know?
I'll tell him. I'll be the first in line to tell him. Holy crap!
No, he does not. He would not forgive me for using Prince Roland as such. This was entirely...
King Serenoa.
Oh shit! Sup?
I heard everything. Your plan gives us the greatest chance of victory. I hereby order you to see it through.
Are you certain?
I am certain there's no going back for us. Only forward.
As you command.
Alright, Serenoa. Let's go. We're gonna fight Tenebris. Watch as he just slowly descends into madness. It still feels weird saying Tenebris's name. Like, he genuinely has... Oh, shoot, loudness.
His decision made, Serenoa marches toward Hyzant, certain a victorious end will justify even the most underhanded means.
Here we go. Exham Marshall.
A letter, forged with his old friend's name, arrives in the Holy State, and all the pieces begin to move according to Benedict's plan.
All right. Here we go. Let us begin the battle.
I see. So House Wolford seeks to destroy not only Hyzant, but the Consortium as well.
Yes. They would bring ruin to the Order of Norzelia we worked so hard to build. Minister Tenebris, you must have the Holy Ones strike them down.
But of course, House Wolford must be punished for defying the goddess. Were that I able to chasten them with my own hands. Alas, I am unfit to command. But you, Lord Claris, are a master at assembling the mercenaries and ruffians in the underground arena.
It is only natural for a merchant to have knowledge of battle. He must protect his wares at all costs.
Are we gonna fight Claris?
How heartening it is to hear you say that. Now I am certain there is no other who could fulfill my request. Lord Claris, I wish for you to serve me and ride to battle against House Wolford. You may leave the issue of troops to me.
You wish for me to command your soldiers?
Our odds are more favorable than you think. You see, I received a letter from a certain someone not days ago. Let us defeat the usurpers of House Wolford together. Signed by King Roland himself.
King Roland? Truly?
It has the seal of the royal family. I have confirmed it myself to be true.
So King Roland really was overthrown. Were I in his shoes, I would also want revenge against such traitors.
He also wrote that he will spring a surprise attack from behind during the battle.
Benedict,
Oh,
you
with
genius.
King Roland on our side, House Wolfort won't stand a chance against us. Have you spoke to anyone else of this, Minister Tenebris?
No. You are the only one I wish to share this victory with.
I am happy to hear it. I will do all I can in your service.
Woo! We're fighting Claris. Alright, Hyzantian Sands. House Wolfort begins their fate attacked by Esfrost, time to raid of the Death Knell and shatter the shield. Where is... there's Esfrost. Alright, let's go. We march to victory! Oh man, tired today.
Archduke Gustadolf and Lord Svarog's armies have left with the cannon.
Oh shoot, Svarog is an ally!
They
That's
should
nice.
be able to sneak around the city's southern side and make the necessary preparations.
And let us make our move too.
Finally, I'm ready for a fight.
Me too.
Do not forget, our objective is to draw the enemy's eyes to us and stall for time.
I know. We'll draw their forces to the western side of the shield, while Esfrost readies the cannon to the south. And after they blast through the wall, we pour in and take the palace. Right?
Exactly. We must be cautious.
So literally we just have to sit outside the walls and then kill everything inside.
King Serenoa, please speak with the soldiers before we depart.
You have no idea.
Hearing their commander's words will no doubt raise their spirits.
I shall.
Alright, time for the little looky round. We will make our stand against Hyzant's Vanguard here. The final battle with Hyzant is near. I must make sure we are duly prepared. Penacapella. Large ranged HP recovery pellet, 3,000 gold. Alright. We've erected the barriers just like Sir Benedict instructed. I really hope this works. Benedict, we mustn't forget that we are merely acting as a diversion this time. We must bring down the enemy here first, to which end we have installed barricades. We won't have much time to rest between the battles that lie ahead. We should do our best for the glory of House Wolfort. It's an honor to spearhead the final battle, of faint though it may be. I'm going to give this one my all, my honor as a Wolfort. We've joined forces with Esfrost to take down the Holy State. It's almost like the Sultane War all over again. Yeah, it is almost like it. I've heard tales about the Sultane War, but never imagined I'd be participating in a battle just as big. And I think we're up against Hyzant, the biggest nation of them all. The enemy knows this land better than we do, but there is nothing for us to fear. We will stall them with defensive tactics, then call their numbers. It should suffice no matter who comes their way. I never thought I'd be fighting an enemy without Prince Roland by my side. My apologies, I will focus on the battle ahead. Thank you. I want to see something. She faithfully serves Serenoa and Cordelia. Okay. Interesting. Esfrost is heading towards the shield southern side, steering clear of the enemy's eyes. It will take some time until they reach their destination, though. I was born in Hyzant. To say I had no reservations would be a lie, but there is no place for emotions on the battlefield. I will do what I must to see this war to its end. If we topple Hyzant, the goddess teachings will be no more and we can free my people. I am ready, Serenoa, and will not lose to them. A luck bracelet. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to look at inventory real quick. I do actually have a bracelet I want to look at. HP bracelet. We will give an HP bracelet to my... Actually, you know what? Let's give... Oh, you know what? Let me do something real quick. Defense bracelet. Let's give the defense bracelet to, Maxwell. Alright, let's get started. The Hyzantian army comes! Prepare for battle! The first battle with Clarus of the Consortium, maybe? Clarus leads the Hyzantian cavalry into battle, never knowing that he has already fallen into Benedict's trap. Clarus joins forces with Hyzant to get revenge for those who humiliated him. Let's see how Clarus responded to being told to piss up a tree. Alright, well that's a lot of cavalry.
When you said you would gather the troops, I had not expected cavalry, Minister Tenebris.
It was the least I could do to ensure our victory. I leave them in your charge, Lord Clarus. Once you defeat Wolfort, a seat among the Saintly Seven will be left open. And I think none more fitting for that place as the Minister of Salt than you, Lord Clarus.
You flatter me, Minister Tenebris. I think your deeds this day may earn you the position of Minister Idor.
Yes. With this victory, I can erase the sins of my past.
Interesting. Isn't he the vice minister of religion?
House Wolfort is coming this way. Are you sure you needn't any aid, Minister Tenebris? I know you wish to lead the vanguard, but House Wolfort is not to be underestimated.
Yeah.
Worry not, Minister Exham. I have given Lord Clarus a certain path to victory.
So these three idiots have yet to die in a browse.
Yes, you may rest easy.
Understood. Then I leave it to you.
Let us watch Lord Clarus triumph over House Wolfort together.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I pray for your victory. Even should you lose, the goddess's shield will protect us.
Aye. All right. Let's get this party started. All right. Battle prep time, and we're gonna end the video right after battle preps. That's a lot of cavalry.
House Wolfort, you will rue the day you spurned me. Cavalry, prepare to charge.
That's a lot of horses.
The vanguard is led by Clarus of the Consortium.
We managed to avoid a battle with their main forces as intended.
Thanks, Yuet, for your wonderful scouting.
Indeed, but their numbers are greater than I anticipated.
Well, don't worry, we'll be fine.
Unfortunately so. But Clarus anticipates Roland coming to his aid, and has likely let his guard down. This is a perfect chance to cull Hyzant's numbers.
With all due respect, Your Majesty.
I know. I shan't let my guard down. This is the first battle of the war. We must demonstrate our might not only to Hyzant, but Esfrost as well. Benedict, let the soldiers know of this battle's import.
I shall. Warriors of Wolfort, listen well. This is more than a battle against the holy state of Hyzant. This is a battle against their salt monopoly, their teachings, their consortium. This is a battle against everything that keeps Norzelia chained to the past. This battle will carve the way to a new era, one where we all have salt and all are free. And the leader of that new era will be none other than King Serenoa. Now, draw your swords. For a new Norzelia, for His Majesty, King Serenoa. For Norzelia!
Soldiers, advance! Strike down the vanguard!
Let's go! Alright, there's a couple people I want to bring here. There's a couple people that I don't want to bring. Alrighty, let's get started. Let's get this party started. Let's get it started in here. Alright, unit placement. We got 10 units. Benedict and Frederica are obviously staying. We will be bringing Erador. We will be bringing Giovanna. We will be bringing Cordelia. Anybody else that's recommended? Piccoletta, Archibald, and Piccoletta. We'll bring those two. And we'll bring, after that, we'll bring Huette. And Corentin is recommended. Sure, we'll bring Corentin. Alright, this is our crew. We can just sort of get everybody up here a bit. We do not have Sir Maxwell, which could be an issue. I would like, because I scratched that, we need Sir Maxwell here. I forgot. Huette, sorry Huette, you're gonna have to sit this one out. Where's Sir Maxwell? Maxwell, due to having a spear, should be more than capable of taking down horse units. Like, are all of these guys... Yeah, almost all of these guys have spears. Claris! Here is Claris. Cavalry unit. We must defeat Claris, right? Is that the objective of this chapter? No, it's rout. We have to rout everybody. Alright? So, next time on Triangle Strategy, we will continue and begin the Chapter 18 battle. Let's take a look at the War Chronicle real quick. There we go. We began the Chapter 18 conclusion of this Triangle Strategy. Until then, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if that's something you want to do. Join Love's Museum. It's a Discord server where you can talk to me and my friends and see when I upload cool new videos like this one. And have a wonderful day. Bye.